Hey everybody, it's Greg from Nexus Property Management. We are here in Pawtucket, Rhode Island, in beautiful New England, and that is today's topic. Why New England is the single greatest real estate market on planet Earth. And let's start right here in Pawtucket. Pawtucket was the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution. Just half a block from me, Samuel Slater opened the first cotton spinning mill. It's crazy. Right here in little old Pawtucket, center of New England in Rhode Island. And that came from Europe. So what you'll see in New England is a lot of European influence, business-wise, that resulted in a housing boom. Fancy houses, nice houses in the suburbs, and then in the urban inner cities, a plethora of rental properties. So that's point number one. Our history, business and economically, afforded an abundance of housing in the metro New York, New Haven, Hartford, Boston, Providence, all of these metro areas, which are now heavily populated, densely populated with investment opportunities, were because of 250 years ago's influences. And if you go to other parts of the planet, other parts of the country, a lot of their areas are hyper-focused on one specific business. They have limited or minimal history as far as what they were influenced by. Go to Oklahoma, go to Nebraska, go to places they do one thing specifically. And no disrespect to these places, but the amount of coming and going over the years has been limited. So the investment opportunities are limited. The housing, the job opportunities are limited. You look at the New York to Boston corridor, heck, you got some of the richest people on earth and some of the poorest people on earth. And that's all within a couple hundred miles. And the point of that is there's many different opportunities. Whether you want to buy rental property or if you want to live comfortably, New England affords that. And it does so relatively affordably. Take my parents, for example. They live about an hour and 15 minutes from New York City, and they bought their house for about $200,000 on an acre and a half of land. So they're in between, arguably, two of the biggest cities and two of the biggest influencing cities in the real estate market on earth, and they pay $200,000 to live in a suburban farm-like area. But they have access to the jobs, to the resources, to the network, to the people that makes this market so powerful. Where else can you get that? Where else can you get that exposure so close, but also that affordability that makes it all possible? Just look at Rhode Island, for example. A rich industrial history. We have a rich rental property history as far as the amount, the closeness, the proximity, the desirability. The vacancy rates are very low. We have it made in the shade here. And rentals you can get for $60,000, $70,000 a unit. It's affordable. Then you go to Boston, prices are definitely higher, but also the wages are that much higher. There's a lot of buying and selling going on. There's a lot of different career paths. There's a lot of airplanes coming in, a lot of ships coming in, intrastate traffic. It's a melting pot of activity. And that's my point of this video. New England is coming and going all the time. So many moving parts, so many opportunities. So if you're considering a place to live, work, play, whatever it may be, New England has the shoe that will fit you. Okay? Once again, this is Gregory from Nexus Property Management, your property managed.